my business dead? They're all going to be, 60% of them are going to be dead within the next 10 years. If you look at the projections of the ARC investment, 60% of the world's GDP will be driven by the emerging technology, AI-driven stuff in less than 10 years. So all of you want to reposition yourself into those companies that will continue to exist, because anyone who is not going to be driven by AI and taking advantage of the new emerging technologies, there'll still be 40% of those old companies hanging around, but you don't want to be in there. You don't want to be there, right? You want to place yourself in the exponential path. And I just threw this as an example because I have a healthcare company right now, and this came out last week. The guy over at Deaconess, he said, okay, 74% accurate diagnosis, they get at Deaconess. They add ChatGPT, they get 76%. But the new AIs, you just give them the medical record, they're 90%. What does that tell you? It's game over. You don't want your doc diagnosing you. You want your doc putting the AI, giving it to the AI, and you want to know the AI's opinion first. Then you want to know how to get the doc to help you implement the AI's plan. That's where we are today in medicine. And I was just told in the break that the radiologists found out the same thing. The current state of AI radiology is 90% accuracy, way better than a human. Now, the key to unlocking AI, or the value from what is going on, is AI, but also the ability to move energy, money, wherever you need it, instantaneously, with no middleman, okay? I call this tokenization. So today I could send some Bitcoin to that kid with a smartphone in India in a few seconds, and I don't have to ask for any permission or go through any bank, and you just that shit. That exists today. Now, this is extremely important, not only in general for your financial future,
freedom,
but because of AI, AI is going to want to have that capability, because when AI agents start doing all your work for you, and you tell them to go out and buy groceries this week, the AI is going to want to, in a microsecond, pay for those groceries, right? And get them scheduled for delivery. And the AI is not going to put up with this banking nonsense. And Visa ripping you off with 3%. Now, and the AI is smart enough to figure out a way around the humans to stop that nonsense. So, what I'm always looking at is, not what might happen, but what is inevitable, right? I mean, AI could be good and it could be bad. We could spend a lot of time arguing about, should we do it or should we keep ourselves safe? But AI is like nuclear weapons. Once anyone knows, then the global arms race is executing as fast as possible, and it is unstoppable. And so all we can do, particularly as Scrum people, is to try to steer that in a direction that's positive for all of us, right? And today I'm talking particularly about what is positive for you personally. So what's the fastest growing company in the world? Anybody know? MicroStrategy is growing twice as fast as NVIDIA.
Michael Saylor.
Why is that?
He owns tons of Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, yeah. I was a MicroStrategy investor in the internet days, and I actually had friends and family stock, and I was going to buy a house in Martha's Vineyard with my MicroStrategy stock. My wife and I stupidly decided not to buy that house, and we have this today. But then it went down to pennies, right? I got rid of it, I lost everything. But now, Michael Saylor has figured out how to create what he calls is the Bitcoin reactor. So MicroStrategy is growing twice as fast as Bitcoin.
Yep.
So NVIDIA has been growing about as fast as Bitcoin, but MicroStrategy is growing about twice as fast, okay? And I just put this chart here up on the right. What most people think is that the dollar is stable and Bitcoin is increasing, but actually what is real is Bitcoin is stable and your dollar is losing money. Every dollar you have in the bank is going down every second you have it in that bank.
Yep.
So what Michael figured out is that our company has more money than its stock is worth. But if I hold on to that money, I'm going to lose 10% of it a year, and in 10 years I'll have nothing. So just running a company like I've been doing makes no sense. I've got to do something radically different. So let's put it into a system where there is no inflation. I'm not losing 10% a year. And now we have the fastest growing company in the world. So the combination of understanding the Bitcoin phenomenon, but also understanding that the AI is going to insist in tokenization and microsecond transactions, and it is going to figure out how to manipulate the humans if necessary to get rid of that Visa charge, which just not only is total waste, but slows things way down. So it's inevitable that things are going to be tokenized.